Good evening, everyone. Just getting tuned in Instagram. So I'm coming on tonight doing 15 minutes of gratitude relaxation yoga. And let's just get on to Instagram too, so that we've got that all going on both channels. That's it. Live, okay. So, good evening. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Gratitude Yoga. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend and want to come on and just release any tension. We're going to prepare for the week ahead. We're just doing a really nice yoga relax tonight. As I said before, I'm coming on 3 times a week to do yoga tasters, and I think Sundays has to be more of a relaxation one. Just to say thank you to your body for serving you so well for the week and for the coming week. And that's if you have any disabilities or any issues going on at the moment, just think how great your body serves you. We just want to serve it back so that we really invest in our own bodies and we give it the best nutrition, the best care, and have the best balance of all things so that we can really nourish our bodies and take care of it for serving us so well. So it's a two-way thing there. So what I want you to do is to come down onto the floor. When you're doing any of these yoga taster sessions, see if you can find a beautiful space. It doesn't have to be very big in your home. And light some candles, dim your lights. If I was doing yoga on my own, I wouldn't have it bright like this. I'd have it really dim. I might have some gentle music in the background, but none with words, just with sort of holistic music. So you can do that in the back space if you want. I keep it free of music so that you can hear clearly and you're not distracted by my music, because my music isn't your music. So we want to put your mat on this angle because I want you to just be able to turn your head to the side and see what I'm doing when you lay down. Okay, we don't want any straining of necks or anything. So we are doing really gentle starts. All for this 15 minutes today. Tomorrow I'm going to come on around 6 o'clock, I think it is, if you look on my stories to check what time tomorrow. And I'm going to start to bring you towards the yoga flow, the Surya Namaskar, which is that lovely yoga flow that you can take to any space, outdoors, indoors, and really just enjoy that discipline of that. It's a lovely flow. So tonight, just going to bring you down onto your back. We don't recommend that when you're lying flat in Savasana pose, which is also known as corpse pose. Some people put their block by the head, but if you are lying down, you want your airways nice and open, and when you pop your block under your head, you shorten that so you're not getting the full benefit of the airways. But some people need it because of their head is like that. So if your head is like this, I'm going to really simplify things because I know that we are real beginners on here. So if you have your neck like that, then it's likely you will need the block, okay, to give you that nice alignment. And do take the time to really just set yourself in alignment. So you're bringing your hands down by your side for the moment, because I want you to check your alignment. I want you to draw the shoulder blades down in the back, and then just like wiggle the right leg a little bit longer, than the left, and then wiggle the left leg a little bit longer too, and then relax everything out so that you really feel set out. You turn your palms up when you're in Savasana pose, and that allows your breath to flow in and out through the chest, really nice and relaxed. And we're going to, as we've done all week with this, we're going to do your yogic breath, which is placing, this time I'm going to place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. Elbows are resting on the floor. And I just want you to do that belly breath that we've been doing all week here. So allow your shoulders, and you go into belly breath. A soft eye closure, and just focus on that breath. We ground again as we begin. So breathing in slowly. From the belly into the ribs, expanding the ribs, and then into the heart space, and then back out. And again, and just this time I want you to count your natural breath. So I want you to count how long it takes, how many seconds it takes you for that fully inhalation, and then exhale. And I want you to create an even breath with that. So whatever it takes you for the inhalation, do the same on the exhalation. And again, so just allow that to flow. And if it's quite short, which it may be as you've just started to focus on expanding that muscle in the chest, we have to sort of get it warmed and flowing. And just add one more count either side, on the in-breath and on the out-breath. So for example, if you were breathing in for the count of 4, breathe in for the count of 5 instead, and then releasing for the count of 5 out the other way. And while you're doing that, just allow the whole spine to dissolve into the ground. And I just want you to check in with your body now. Keep that nice flow going with the breath. You don't need to keep counting now. You can let that go, but just allow that breath to still flow. And I want you just to body scan from the feet upwards. And I just want you to observe how each area feels in your body. How do your feet feel? Can you feel any sensations in the feet? And just whilst we're scanning, we're giving our gratitude to each area. So just drop into those feet and think for a second how much work those feet actually do for you. The toes, the ankles, the soles of the feet, the fine bones, the delicate bones in the feet. How wonderfully they serve you, standing on them all day, reaching, allowing you to reach, keeping your balance. Just give gratitude to your feet. And then working our way up to the calves and the knees, the most intricate joints, most intricate bones, the whole body, most complex. That's why we sometimes get knee issues, because they're the most complex in the body. Just drop into there. Think about all the actions that those knees do, how they serve you. We're working our way into our pelvic area, our sacrum, our buttocks, where we are supposed to hold all our intuition, and where a hell of a lot of work goes on. Helps protect the bones around our internal organs, moving into the belly and the digestive system, showing gratitude, all that does to create fuel in our bodies, allowing us to move, giving us our energy, working so hard for us, all those internal organs, even when we sometimes aren't very kind to them. All the things we hold the stress in the belly, and then working our way into the rib cage and the intercostal muscles, the respiratory system, the heart, all that area that pumps the blood around the body, the oxygen, and it's our pure life, our pure life force that leads all into those like little canals of arteries and valves, and like the locks of the body that open and close and do such fantastic work that we just expect it to carry on regardless, without really appreciating or taking 2 minutes a week to think about how fantastic our body is. And then into our throat, so our throat chakra. Well, we're also working through the chakras, and the throat chakra is where we communicate. And where would we be if we had no communication? Our voice box, the ability to swallow, the digestive fluids to break down all the food in our body. And then into our face, our eyes, our ears, our brain, just drop in and think how much work is going on there, and are we really nourishing our bodies enough to allow that to perform at its very best? To allow us to see beautiful things, hear beautiful words, communicate with our loved ones. And then let's touch on our spine that holds our whole body up, that attaches everything, allows us to move. Such, again, a fantastic piece of mechanism that supports our body in total. The bones that protect, the muscles that power, the joints that are just phenomenal, the way that they move, the different types of joints in the body that allow us to move. Some to circle, rotate, some to bend, flexion, extension. All holding us together as one. And finally, back to our breath as we then begin to bring in some movement in this wonderful body. We're going to just give it exactly what it wants, with some stress-free movement, allowing it just to be nourished. So release the arms down. I'm going to start just on our digestive system. I want you to take both arms and inhale all the way over, rotate, and you may feel tight in those shoulders. Now you exhale as you're bringing them down by the sides, just slowly. And just observe if you're doing everything at 100 miles an hour. You want to really put them into slow motion. It's so easy to go in fast pace for many of us, and so difficult to slow down. But we need to bring ourselves right into the middle for our bodies at times. Not on the extremes, not on the extremes if you're someone who likes to sit and read and enjoy sitting more than movement. And not extremes if we're someone who likes 100 mile an hour life. Just keep moving those arms forward and back and so attaching that breath. So, and then this time I want to bring the arms over and give your right knee a hug into the chest. Just a lovely hug. Just below the kneecap, just hug there. Pressing that side to the wall of the chest on that exhalation. This is great for your digestive system. Inhale, extend that up. Also great for the hamstrings. Take hold of that behind there. Don't worry if you're not reaching behind the hamstrings. Okay, you're just taking your leg up, reaching towards, but not worrying if you're not there. Exhale, bring it down, hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, slide the heel, arms and legs away. Take a big stretch there. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Give it a hug. Ooh, can you feel any tension one side more than the other? Inhale, extend that leg, heel to ceiling. Give it a lovely stretch. Exhale, release down. Hug the knee again. Inhale, arms and legs away. So we're working in the direction of the digestive system where it works from the right, pumps the food around. Inhale, exhale as you bring it in. Inhale, extend. We can now go into a bit more of a flow. Exhale, release down into the chest, hug. Inhale, arms, legs away, slide and reach. Just taking each leg another inch longer. Exhale, knees into the chest. Inhale, extend that foot upwards, lovely stretch. Exhale, down, hug. Inhale, slide both away. Last time round. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Keeping the back down, chin tucked it down a little bit. All the way, stretch up to the ceiling. Exhale, hug. Inhale, arms and legs away. Exhale, last time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms, legs away. Excellent. Now I want you to hug them in Apanasana. So give them a hug. I'm going to rock side to side, both of those. And you feel tension, just drop later on into the comments about if you're tense anywhere that I can look at on tomorrow nights if you're joining, which I think is going to be 6:30. It's side to side, just rock. I just want you to really relax now. It's Sunday night, you're letting go. Place both hands on the kneecaps, extending the arms and letting the weight of your legs just stretch those arms. You're going to circle around gently, sort of pushing the hips into the hip socket with the slight pressure on those knees. So you're really just embedding those hip joints into the thigh joints into the hip socket. Circle with those knees all the way around. And then the other way, circle the other way back. Okay, now I want you to take the knees and rock to the right with both legs. Take the top leg over a little bit more if you want to, but I want first and foremost both shoulders touching the floor. So if you're very tight in the abdomen and the glutes, the hip joint here, your shoulder, if you've got your legs over to the right, your left shoulder may be wanting to lift, but we don't want that. So we rock back if it is, and if you've got your block at hand that we use or a pillow, you're going to place that in between your legs so that you can allow them to sit on top of each other with both shoulders down. And then you're turning your head down the back arm, that lovely stretch in the neck. So you're softly working your ear towards the floor. Can you feel any tension there? Keeping the palms of the hands down, face down. Breathe in and out. I'm just going to release that. So if you feel enough like that, stay there in that and use your breath. If it's not enough, then you just drop in the leg a little bit further over, both shoulders are down, and you can even head towards the toe with that stretch. Keep, as long as you can get the heel on the floor. So we're breathing in and out. What a beautiful stretch is that. It's all the way down the hamstrings, the shoulders. So observe your tension. Where is your tension? I want you to breathe in, breathe out, let go, and allow your body to sink into the mat. So you've released all tension. Because the stretch is in the top leg and in the waist and in the shoulder of the left shoulder. But often we're taking a lot of tension in the lower leg when that should really just be sitting nicely into the floor and allowing it to relax. And if it isn't, it's probably because you're overstretching. So come back to that other position, either knees on top or knees supported, and allow that stretch to happen. And breathe. There's a time for pushing on progression gently, and there's a time for just allowing things to happen. Today's allowing things to happen. Deep breath in and out. We'll go for 3 more in your own time. Cycles of breath. Really letting go the shoulders, the abdominals now. And then release. We're going to take that back to the centre, slowly, because it's a very intense stretch on that back and on the abdominals. And you're going to give yourself a hug again in Apanasana pose. Rock side to side if you want. So yeah, just, you can stay still, but I like to rock because I know by now I can feel areas in my body that if I just slightly move one knee a little bit close to my chest or out to the side or in that position, I can really just release any stiffness that's gone on from the whole week through other workouts. especially if you're doing squat challenges and things like that, or you do a lot of squats. It's just so lovely to work into the lower back. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Drop both knees over to the left. Again, shoulder is on the floor. Take the top knee over a little bit more, and the head comes to look down the back arm. And then a lovely big stretch and a lovely breath and out, and then just flop like a rag doll on the floor. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And again, deep breath in and out. Let the neck relax, shoulders relax. Sunday mood. We're unwinding for a good night's sleep. So that's Jathara Pavriti. Jathara Pavriti. Side abdominals. And then we're going to show you a new one, which this one is for expanding the chest, lengthening and cleansing the throat, and stretching the lower back. So I want you to place your hands one on top of the other underneath the belt area of where the top of your belt would be, of your waistband. So you're going to go here. Now, for some people, that's just a lovely stretch in the lower back and enough. So if that's you and that feels comfortable, stay there. That is absolutely perfect. If you want to go a little bit further and you're coming up, if you are extra flexible, you can come up and place the crown of the head behind and look behind. So you're lengthening through the throat, lengthening and opening that chest, and you're pushing up with the elbows arching the back. Now that is a really quite intense, but I know some of you go to the gym, do a lot of weights and things, so for you, possibly the strength exercises are going to be a lot easier than the flexibility exercises. So we're going there. And then we're not holding it for long coming out. There is another way we can do that, and that is by using the block. So we can come up here with the block and allow that block here, again on the waistband. Or you can turn it to the lengthways, lying back and look behind. So you've got fully supported with that block, and you're just dropping your throat kind of off the end of that block. And a few rounds of breath really cleanses that throat area and blocks. Again, as I was saying earlier, the communication, pathways to communication. It's very good too, as we know there's sore throats and things going around. It's very good for cleansing that area if there's any toxins lurking. And then come out of that. So pushing up. Excellent. Release out. And from there, because it's just a 15-minute one, we're going to lie back down and come into your happy baby again to finish. And just leave it there. And rock. So tonight, as I said, so much more about relaxation. And when you're in this position, it's happy baby here. Press on the soles of the feet, or here, just hanging around, holding on to the back of the thighs, rocking side to side, letting all tension go. And let down, feet on the floor, drop knees to the front. Come onto your side in recovery position. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And then bringing yourself up into sitting position. Into cross-leg pose. Opening the hips a little bit. And namaste. Hope you enjoyed that. Just sit here for a moment. All the poses that we do in yoga are so that we can sit in a meditative pose for a long time. That's what yoga was created for, so that you can sit in meditation comfortably. So after just opening those few poses, you should feel like your hips aren't quite so tight as well, and your lower back. So breathe and give me a nice elongated back in Sukhasana pose, easy pose. Close your eyes soft and back to that breath. And we'll just close with the closing affirmation that we can take for the week. Whenever you're feeling frustrated in your body or frustrated in your mind and yourself, and you want to keep the focus on nurturing and nourishing the body. So it's just, I give thanks to you, my body, for working so hard for me, and I will nourish and serve you well this coming week. I give thanks to you, my body, for serving you so well, and I will nourish you this coming week. And namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed it, drop into the comments that you'd like the link to add to your free portfolio of 15-minute taster yogas, and you can have a little practice in your own time with those. And I'll see you tomorrow night for Surya Namaskar, a yoga flow, 15 minutes. Thank you. Have a lovely relax.